Alright guys, welcome to Gold Rush, and you can see I already got started a little bit. It's the first time trying to do any of this recording and posting on the YouTube. So yeah, I just decided to go ahead and give this Gold Rush the leaderboards. Give that a try. Just kind of got it figured out while I'm going to school and driving truck, with the little time I have here to play around with it. But it's gaming, it's for fun, right? So basically what I'm going to do here is go ahead and work this hog pen site until I can afford to get the tier 1 and rent the drill for a day and go ahead and drill this place out. I know where most of the gold is at this claim for the most part, but I want to make sure not waste my time since I'm playing for leaderboards now. Got a lot of hours on this if you take a look at the time, but I have a habit of passing out, full-time driver, full-time school, homework, all that kind of stuff. Sometimes I forgot to log out, just leave the game running. On my normal game, I've got the second claim bought and drilled, but I haven't yet moved everything over there. I've got about 8 days left on the season, the second season, and I'm gonna go ahead and move over in the next spring. Start working that one. So, yep, not sure how long this is gonna be. Like I said, it's my first time doing shoot for a half-hour session of recording just to see how well it works. I think probably by most of you professional streamers or gamers out there recording this stuff, my system is pretty lackadaisical. I got a 2700X, 32 gigs of RAM, old RX 580, and it just crashed again. Not sure why it keeps doing that. It's not been crashing on me until I started doing this leaderboards stuff. Hi. Yeah, I'm talking to my cat right now. She misses me. Yeah, here, let's go to bed. There you go. Fortunately, I guess I saved once I saw it was starting to crash, so I didn't get too far behind where I was. Yeah, like I was saying, my system, I've got this RX 580, which I'm not sure how well it's actually going to work doing any of this. I am intending to upgrade to a 5700 XT as soon as I have them. So far, I have to say, other than the crashing, which was happening before I started trying to record this, it still sitting right around the same frame rate I had before. So maybe I can go ahead and hold off on upgrading the video card a little bit longer. Work on getting a couple extra 2 terabyte solid state drives for recording this, since I'm guessing that my cheap 240 gig drives that I used when I was setting up my personal server for school aren't going to hold that many files. Or recording. Yeah, I guess I got into playing this game, must have been November, I believe. Just getting worn out from school and needing a break. Saw believe it was Split in Two Gaming playing this, and I'd seen the game, I think, when it first came out, but I was like, that's gonna be stupid. Turns out it is pretty fun. I guess if you're watching this, you probably already know that. But the only other games that I play are the old Silent Hunter games. At least on computer, anyway. And once I get this figured out, I'll probably go ahead into it, trying to be sneaky and I don't have any intention of ever becoming one of those guys you get the donations. It's partially, I guess, doing this is just to help me learn video editing and that sort of stuff, just for fun. Wasn't able to make it last year, but I did go out on a nice long trip on my Super Glide, and I'd like to go ahead and start making better videos with that instead of just the great sound of the bike and wind as I ride through the mountains out there in Wyoming and Montana. So hopefully this summer I can make or maybe in August, I'll make a trip back out that way. Maybe try for a full 2-week trip and not get run off the road like I did before. It's pretty fun up there in Beartooth Pass. I got the road, and I wound up in the ditch. Signal. I think it's about 11,000 feet elevation. It's cold, icy, rainy. Worked for about an hour trying to get the bike out of the ditch before somebody else came along and was able to help me. But I'd like to not have a repeat of that experience. Anyway. Going to school for social work. Spent just shy of 9 years in the military for the injuries on my last deployment. Left me too crippled to continue. Back out there and do social work with the DoD as a civilian. Get back to doing what I love and serving this country, serving my brothers and sisters. So, I'll be graduating next fall. Get my internship done then. Roll right into the master's program. Hopefully get that done in 2 years and get out there, start doing what I think I'm meant to be doing out here in the civilian world. If none of that works, then I do have a full setup to go mining on a small scale. I am actually working on building my own mobile wash plant, basically, that I can use with the backhoe we have back on the farm. I'm looking at some claims out in Idaho and Nevada that I could go work. Aren't too expensive to buy. Even if I didn't do it as a full-time thing, I could do it once a year as a vacation or something. So I guess on this first test, I'll go ahead and run down the water pump till it's out of fuel, and wherever that is, I'll go ahead and stop for the day. Be a good enough test to see how well this computer is working. I guess I feel a crash coming on. I better save. So yeah, I don't know if you guys are having trouble if you're playing leaderboards. If this is a regular thing, or if it's maybe something with my system that is not working right. I'm not sure. Yeah, hi kitty. I never did that until today, trying to get set up to record. I've never tried starting the generator while it's, or the water pump while it's already running. Must be nervous or something. I guess one of my techniques I figured out in one of the starts that I had, because I used to think that going to get a loan and trying to buy the next tiers, try and get to tier 3 right away, was the best way to do it. Once I go get tier 2, as long as I don't need fuel, I'm just going to keep on buying buckets and filling buckets up. I'll run them through the magnetite separator and run the concentrates over. Just let them keep on collecting, and I don't worry too much about going to sell all of that right away. As long as I'm getting enough nuggets to buy the fuel, then that's pretty much what I do. My save before this leaderboards, I think I've got 200 something buckets that I've been playing with. I was trying to be sneaky and go run them all in one day and buy Old Arnold before he had a chance to take his cut, and that didn't work. So. Good idea, just didn't work out quite the way I had hoped. It looks like I'm gonna get this filled up. It's gonna be 100%. So it's about as perfect as I can get, and then that's gonna also give me a full hopper on the magnetite separator. I guess close enough, but I'm gonna go ahead and suggest that I didn't buy. I never actually got everything I needed. Well, I guess I'm going to town. I forgot myself a red water hose. Yeah, this drive, I guess I like it more than even Pine Valley. Is that the second one? Yeah, I think that's the second claim. But I guess as I've been trying to learn this game, it's been I'm so sick of making this drive. I guess as long as I'm going to be trying to do this, even if it is just for fun, and I'm not ever going to set up any way of you guys making donations. Maybe swap up my habits and do a full clean out at the end of each day. So, or rather than each day, then maybe each recording session. For a second there, I thought it wasn't pulling any magnetite over here. I've never gone ahead and bought this before going over to tier 2. Yeah, that's just weird. Usually I'm getting 25, 30% by the end of one of my cleanouts with where I was at anyway. I started out by working just the front of the claim, and I got all the way back to, I'll go ahead and show you on my way out to go sell the gold. Pretty much to the back of the left side over here, where it cuts back. I mined all of that completely flat. Before going out to the back of the claim, and that's where I finally found all the gold and started seeing a whole lot better magnetite. On my other start before trying to do this. So yeah, I've got, so from here all of this forward is what I mined out on the other one. And I screwed up too, I went and bought the water tower as soon as I could. Kept on trying to use that because I didn't want to keep buying water pumps, little itty bitty water pumps. And then I bought the water trailer because I had my magnetite separator and then it crashes. Well, shit.